In reaffirming our heritage as a free nation, we must remember that America has always been a frontier nation. Now we must embrace the next frontier. I am asking Congress to fully fund the Artemis program to ensure that the next man and the first woman on the moon will be American astronauts, using this as a launching pad to ensure that America is the first nation to plant its flag on Mars.
Go NASA Stennis. Go NASA. And go America. It is great to be here at the Stennis Space Center, America's premier propulsion testing center, and I cannot think of a better place to roll out NASA's 2021 budget request than right here, where we are ushering in a civilization-changing era of human spaceflight. So I want to look at this rocket for a second. You just heard the center director say that we're going to the moon by 2024. That rocket in the B-2 test stand is in fact the moon. That is the SLS rocket, core stage complete. We're doing the green run right here at Stennis. That's for you, Representative Palazzo. And we're going to be taking that rocket to the moon when we launch Artemis 1. So thank you all for the great work on all of that activity. The late night, dogged persistence of NASA employees is the mold into which history is poured. In no metaphoric terms, we are in truth leading the world into a new and dynamic era of spaceflight. The nation is proudly behind us in this endeavor, and I am happy to announce that President Donald Trump's fiscal year 2021 budget request invests in NASA more than $25 billion. That's a 12% increase. And it includes $3.3 billion for a human landing system. This is a 21st century budget worthy of 21st century space exploration and one of our strongest budgets in NASA history. The administration and a bipartisan coalition in the Congress are committed to utilizing the great talents of this agency we call NASA. Their support for what we are doing is not empty rhetoric. They are backing up our vision of a renewed era of discovery by giving NASA ever-increasing budgets every year, and now we must deliver. It is up to us to deliver. It was only 10 months ago that Vice President Mike Pence announced the President's policy to accelerate the Artemis program's timeline and land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024. He instructed all of us to adopt a spirit of relentless determination and a renewed sense of focus. Let's talk about Orion for a second. Orion is the first human spacecraft we've built for deep space missions in over a generation. Last year, engineers fully assembled the Orion spacecraft in preparation for the Artemis 1 mission and are now halfway through the final testing at Plumbrook Station in Ohio. After final testing is complete, the Orion will be returned to the Kennedy Space Center and be stacked atop the Space Launch System in preparation for the Artemis 1 mission. Let's talk about SLS. The Space Launch System rocket is the foundation of our 21st century space exploration missions to the moon and to Mars. Its unprecedented power and capabilities will send American astronauts farther than ever before. Just a few months ago, engineers completed assembling the core stage and integrating the 4 RS-25 engines. In fact, the RS-25 engine's behind me. And right here at Stennis Space Center, we will conduct the green run test for the SLS. That's for you, Congressman Palazzo.
Right now we have loaded up the SLS core stage, which is going to launch the Artemis 1 mission on the unmanned test. But before that, they're going to do a green run, because like you mentioned, safety and reliability is key as we take on the challenges that await us as we go back to the moon and beyond.